Good morning or afternoon, evening. The bird says hello as well. So he's very happy. I fed him this morning. So hi, good morning, bird. Are you cross stitching with us today? Are you? He's very happy. Um, Anyway, so we're working on Rainy Waterloo Place today, and if you haven't been following along on the main channel, good morning, Sky Fox. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. We're starting on the bottom of this row and working our way up because I have not been quite. You can see my gridding is all over the place because I had issues with converting a paper pattern to the PDF file on this kind of area right here. So in order to make sure that I'm stitching correctly, I'm starting from the bottom where I know the pattern ends and moving my way up. So that's how I'm approaching this particular couple pages that we're doing. But you can see where I'm at. I'm sort of Bill and Tom over here, and then we've got the cab there, and then so I'm doing sort of the bottom area of the cab along the streak here. So I already got a fair bit stitched this week, but I'm going to stitch some more today. So Sky Fox, how you doing? Did you guys get a lot of snow yesterday? Or was it yesterday or was it Friday? That was a surprise snow. At least it was a surprise for me. Snowstorm on Friday. Got at least a couple inches, but boy, it was coming down. It was awesome. And I get to use Pattern Keeper today. Yay! There we go. Brilliant. Hot diggity dog. Yay. Making progress on this piece is awesome. I just wish I kind of wish I guess in retrospect I'd gone back. Well, I don't wish. I'm glad I didn't because it would have slowed me down. But the gridding is just all, like I said, it's all over the place here. So I could take a little thing and kind of dampen it and blot it out, but I haven't done that yet. So it's all my fault why I haven't gotten anywhere with it. Where is... Let's see, so that looks like that was not three, that was 451 that I was stitching on. So let me make sure they're there, they're there. All right, we're going to continue on with, are we going to continue on with this? No, I think we're going to switch over to 646. Yeah. Yeah, you're 646. Well, hello, Bully. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Trista. Hello, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well. I'm going to remind everybody a couple times, but we're going to do a Christmas night stream this week. It's going to be on Christmas Day, on Friday. I'm off that day, so I'm not sure exactly what time I'll start. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm not sure exactly what time I'm going to start that night, but it'll be see how long I want to stitch a fair bit, so it'll probably be about 5 or 6 o'clock my time, but we'll plan on stitching during the evening. That'll be fun. Thanks, Daphne. Good morning. So I'm making some good progress moving up this page. I'm on the bottom of this page now, trying to get the what do you call it? The stitching up enough to where I know exactly where I'm at here, so I can mark it off properly on Pattern Keeper, and then we'll be raring to go at that point. But for right now, I am going to be stitching. I'm going to fill in a little bit of spots here with this color. Thanks. Oh, goodness. Ah! Pulled that right through. What the heck? Oh, I hope you guys are having a good weekend. I'm having a good weekend because I just worked my last Saturday of 2020. Woohoo! And this is a short week coming up for me. 3 days, about 2.5 days really. And then I get a little bit of a break, which will be nice. It'd be cool. And I'm starting to think about how I want to do the, hey cars, good morning. How I want to do my end of year YouTube spectacular video. I gotta make sure I tilt this properly. Oh, my camera. Hold on. That's why. My camera's a little tilted. There we go. Where I go through all the projects that I have, everything I worked on during the year, plans for the next year. It's usually quite a long video. It's like a solid hour, usually, of me just gabbing about cross-stitch projects, which actually is, I know from experience, that's the kind of video that I like, but good evening. Then good. So I'm gonna be working on that this week to basically want to release that between Christmas and New Year's, and then I want to do a store video where I go through my Etsy store and have all my projects that I've been working on, or not working on, sorry, projects that I've designed and whatnot out there. So that'll be fun. That will be fun. But we're at 73.55% on Arini Waterloo right now, with about 24,000 stitches to go. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I want to make a late year surge on this project. Good morning, Purple Sharon. What's up? Ellie Belly. Hello. Good morning. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. But with Pattern Keeper now, actually, one of the things that I might do is keep track of my percentage on different projects that I'm working on that I can keep track of. And that would be, I don't know, just something else to think about tracking progress on. When did I start this? Man, 3 years ago, at least. I'd have to spin back through my videos from at the very beginning. I definitely have to do that. Which, honestly, I definitely want to do that. That's a lot of research, but I need to do it. I need to just get organized in that sense of each project, when it was started, how far along am I, projected finish, you know, just get it all done. I like tracking that stuff. Here. Installing coffee. Nice. Installing coffee. Sharon, I have it on very good authority from Santa Claus that I am going to be getting a little mini Keurig, not the big fancy one because gosh knows I don't drink that much, but I've been drinking more coffee lately, trying some different things, and so it's like a little $70. I think we got a coupon, so it was more like $50 little mini Keurig, so it makes like a cup at a time, and so I'm gonna actually Santa said it's coming, and so I'm gonna be definitely trying to drink more coffee in the new year. That's gonna be a New Year's resolution. Drink more coffee. I knew this day would eventually come when I would drink coffee. I fought it my whole life. I don't know why I fought it. I just didn't like the taste of it. And I didn't like all the sugar of it. But since I found a creamer that I like that's no sugar, I'm super excited about that. Oh no, I have caught this wrong. Hey Dot, what's up? Get the reusable filter cup for the Keurig. Even the little mini one, does it come with that? I don't know. Okay, but I get you. Then you're not worried about how long yours is going to take. Don't worry. Be happy. No, don't worry about it. It's all good. You have to embrace how long it takes to finish things. Because when it's done, it won't feel like it's been that long. It saves a ton of money and you use your preferred coffee. Cocoa, coffee, tea. Oh, okay. Nice. It's all about the honeybee portrait. That's right. Oh, sorry guys. Kicked that with my foot. That is right. That is awesome. I keep saying it, but I want to work on that one too. But I got to get, I seriously got to get a big project finish. And at least now I'm back on this piece. I'm back to motoring along with it, which is good. I really should be further along with it because it doesn't have a lot of color changes. So it's something that there can be a lot stitched on it if I just focus. Whew. Still working on the cats, 31% done. We're going to be monitoring progress, Ellie Belly, with your friend's visit. Your friend's visit coming up. It's nice that you've got a deadline though, because that way it kind of kicks you in the butt, makes you try to get it done. So we're supposed to get a little bit of snow on Wednesday, which I think we're going to have a white Christmas anyway because we're going to still have snow on the ground from this past week. But hoping that the storm on Wednesday will actually be cooler than the inch that they're predicting. That'd be nice. That would be nice. It's going to be a beautiful piece when it's done. I love cross-stitch collectibles. I really do. They have such beautiful patterns and stuff. And when this one gets done, we're going to go back to Apothecary Shop. We are. snow a little on Thursday morning. Nice. That'll set you in the mood. That's awesome. Oh. Oh, man. Hey, Val. Good morning. Oh, man. Sorry. I've got to start stretching more. Whew. Binky is doing well. She is in her little bed and happy as a clam. I worked yesterday, and then, so she was downstairs with the husband while I was at work. And then when I got home, I stayed downstairs, and so she was downstairs all yesterday, and I don't think she's very happy about that. She really likes her little bed up here. And so we, so we're going to plan on staying upstairs today for the most part. Oh yeah, and I discovered that I have binky elbow right here. I'm very sore through this area, which I don't know if that's tennis elbow or if tennis elbow is over here, but I have binky elbow. So this is when I hold binky, this is like where the area that I hold her against me with, and so it's just really sore because that's an area of my body that I'm overusing. So I call it binky elbow, and it's it's hopefully going to get better with time, but it doesn't help that Binky has gained some weight since she's been in she was so light before. I bet you she's like about 7, 8 pounds now. She was like 5 when I got her. But she is absolutely such a wonderful little dog. She is awesome. Totally awesome. The best thing. Best dog. I shouldn't say the best dog because I have a lot of good dogs, but she's definitely like the one that's the most attached to me. Like that special dog. Everybody needs a special dog. Hey, Nanette. Good morning to Tennessee. Skizzers. Skizzers. I have skizzers. I think they're on the floor. Are they on the floor? Oh, man. Stretch. Where are my skizzers? Somewhere I brought them up, but then I dropped them. Where did I drop them? Did I drop them as I came in? Did I drop them as I was downstairs? Drop them on the floor here? Nope. Golly gee willikers. My goodness gracious. Land sakes alive, as my grandma always said. Land sakes alive. And don't ask me where that comes from. All right, I gotta go find scissors. Hold on. Entertain, talk amongst yourselves, something like that. Where are my scissors? Hi, Zuzu. Hi, Wiki. I'm straight. Bonus kiss. Row, row, row. Okay. Okay. I had to go all the way downstairs. I'm back. I'm back, baby. You finished the diamond painting. That's cool. Yeah, Nanette, it's a little bit of drainage today. I'm not sure, probably allergies. Gosh knows, in our house, with all the dogs and everything, dust and all that. Gotcha, Sheila. Yeah. Hey, Coop. Hey, Arrow. Good morning, guys. All right, got my scissors. Alrighty. All right, let me highlight here. Highlight right here. Let me see. There. And then. There. And then we're going to go up. Alrighty. Now, great googly mooglies. Yeah, what you got, Nanette? What you got? Oh, man. Oh, nice. Yeah, DMC always has lots of nice little free patterns everywhere. Everywhere on their site. How about that? Cool. Good to know. Very cool. There we go. Yeah, I probably need to take like a Claritin or something today. Very cool. Now, I did feed him like an hour ago. Yeah, he lies. And by the way, he got up last night he tried to wake you up at about 1 o'clock in the morning, which I was awake. So I got up and fed him. And then he thanked me by coming back and laying on my legs for a while, which he hasn't done in a long time. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that's, I'll take those bribes from him. Yeah, exactly. Talking to the hubby there. All right. Let's move. We're going to move this up. Again, this is all basically just to make sure that I fill in this top corner correctly and realign my digital pattern keeper with where my paper pattern was, so that I make sure that I do not make the same mistake I made where I stitched like half the page and then I got some damaged floss in there. I'll fix that. But where I make sure that I don't cause myself issues. Wow, I was a little aggressive in removing the removing the floss. I have a little bit of tiny little damage on the Ada, but I'll fill that in with the floss. It won't be that big of a deal, but shoo. Crazy, man. Crazy. But my gridding is all messed up. It's all messed up here. So whoops, part of my need to okay. Part of my need to get this stitched all the way up is to fix this up. And so we'll get there. We're gonna get there. Hubby's running to the storage unit for some wrapping paper. Wow, I really did a number on all those stitches there. I'm gonna have to fix these. Angry frogging. Don't frog angry. That should be, I should make a t-shirt or something. Don't frog angry. Oh, there's an update for Pattern Keeper? Ah, I haven't seen an update yet. They always do a rolling update. Probably based on when you bought it. Going to Joann's later. Wrapping paper on clearance. Nice. Hey, Winian. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so we get some wrapping paper, and then sometime next week we got to go to the storage unit and start emptying it back out. Probably throw stuff away, to be honest with you. And so we've discovered that we don't need a lot of things. Wow, I really did like damage. If you can see that, all the fuzziness. Okay, I'll just have to fix it when I go there, but don't go there. Why did I stop that? Why did I stop that? There we go. Blue Deer is amazing for a free pattern. That's awesome. There we go. Oh, cool. Have some green linen. We'll be buying my squirrel, but doing it in chocolate brown instead of black. That'll be really lovely. I want a picture of that, please, when you're done. Hey, Botch, what's up? Glad I caught a stream. Been busy all morning. Thank you for the pattern. Started assembling some materials. Any snow or Christmas food trucks? We got snow a couple times this week. Last was Friday, and it really like Friday's snow was interesting because it was like almost whiteout conditions for a while, but we only got a couple inches. But no food trucks. We looked. We didn't do any food trucks. We did try a new ramen place. I'm not a big ramen fan. My husband loves ramen. And so there's this little restaurant that opened a couple years ago, and it's really close to where we live. And we keep talking about trying it. And so yesterday we finally broke down and was like, all right, let's just get some ramen. And so I forgot what I got, but basically a husband who is like far more of an expert said, I got really bad ramen, very seafoody ramen that, oops, shouldn't have done that. Very seafoody ramen that didn't taste very good per his. It came with like a shrimp with like a fully formed shrimp, like it had the head on it and the tail and everything. And it had a very strong seafood taste, and the broth that came with it and the different things that came with it just didn't complement it very well in our opinion. And so I ate about half of it. It was all right, but not my cup of broth, not my cup of ramen. And and then we also got some what do you call it? Sushi with it, which we rarely ever get sushi. Husband loved it. It was very spicy. I liked it. I didn't love it. So that was about the most adventurous we have been this week. We have a couple of food trucks that we love, but we have not seen them around in a while. We're wondering if they've kind of either gone out of business or they're just um, waiting for things to normalize before they kind of power back up again and start scheduling stuff. Anyone have any idea on how long it takes to get a Hank from Mrs. Satis? I have no idea. I don't even know what you're talking about. We tried a new ramen place too. Mugi Ramen was delicious. Nice. Our place was Mr. Ramen, which perhaps we should understand by Mr. Ramen that it wasn't great. You've done some damage on Pandemic from frogging aggressively as well, but you won't be able to tell once it's restitched. Exactly. Mugi apparently makes their own noodles. Oh, that's authentic. I love it. Thank goodness for having a shellfish allergy saves me from bad seafood meals. Oh, but I will say this. Um, we have friends that do the big event this week is, and I can tell you guys about it on the Friday stream. Um, just a reminder for those who weren't here when I talked about it earlier, going to do a Friday night, Christmas night stream. Not sure exactly if I'm going to start late afternoon my time or early evening. We'll see kind of, when we get home from our Christmas venture, and we'll kind of go from there. But um, we call it making the cut with our friends. My husband's best friends that he's known since he was a kid live nearby, and every Christmas they do a big seafood boil where they literally, it's like lobster, crab, shrimp, you name it, all kinds of things in the big steam pot outside. And um, with the whole COVID situation, um, things have been very restricted. They got COVID like about 6 weeks ago. And they're now recovered, but they don't want to bring family over really because the family is older and potentially more susceptible to things. But so they decided they were going to still have the seafood boil, but the only people they were going to invite over is me and my husband, and that makes us very happy because it is like seafood spectacular. And it's always a blast. We were quite happy. We were just going to like pick up a pizza on Christmas Eve and then have it on Christmas Day. That was going to be our Christmas meal, but now we got plans. Yeah, seafood boil. Oh, you read 37 books this year? That's crazy. Nice. 2,200 stitches left on the Monopoly logo. Nice. In the middle of the game board piece, 93.77% complete. Really hoping to finish in 2020. Oh, that would be such an achievement, Cars. That would be such an achievement. That's awesome. Cooking with gas. See, in my family, we called it cooking with Crisco. And so that's cooking with Crisco, meaning you're going quick. If I can actually get the words out. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so now, boy, with all these grid lines everywhere, this is just like, rah. yeah, they throw in potatoes and sausage into the boil. I was introduced to boils, not the kind on your skin, but the kind that you eat, which is just gross to make a sentence out of that. But back when I was in college in the South, because that was definitely a thing. I mean, I know that it's like the Northeast, everybody has them, but that wasn't a thing in my family, so I'd never had one. And then when I finally had one, I was like, oh my gosh, greatest thing ever. There's a place over by the Korean, the H Mart, the Korean supermarket that we went to like a month ago. Um, there's a place that does um, like they do their own seafood boils, but it's like a place where you order a selection of, like, I don't know, they basically put them in bags, and then they have the big boiling vats or whatever in the back, but you order your meal like in a bag, and so you can pick and choose like what you have in it, and then they cook it for you, and then then bring you the bag and you cut it open and that's your stuff. um, we are very much looking forward to the day when things are more normalized, when we can go there and eat. We didn't realize that place existed, so we're really excited to um, go eat there some point. Most of the books have been Agatha Christie Poirot and Miss Marple, but I definitely suggest The Cousins War by Philippa Gregory. Cool. I have a list sheet with 2 columns, and I honestly didn't think I'd get halfway through the first list. I was wrong. The left column is full now. Nice! 28 books per column. That is awesome. You just record what you read. Nice. I use the Goodreads app for that. I yeah, I like having a place where like all the books that I want to read are sort of in one place online so that I don't lose the list, because gosh knows I'd lose it. I think I've done 26 books this year. In Skyfox, I stopped on the Apprentice, um, the Last Apprentice series. I will get back to it, but I just kind of like was like, so many books. I just kind of was like, yeah, I'm done. Now I'm reading the Expanse series, and by James Corey, and I think I'm in book 5. I'm in Babylon's Ashes is what I'm on. It's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Um, the man can build characters, let's just say that. So I'm looking forward to when I finish this to getting on to some of his other works as well. But I'm super excited for that. But that is what I've been working on. But I've done like 5 books in the last probably 6 to 8 weeks or so in that series. I highly recommend it. It's good sci-fi. I needed a break from the fantasy novels. You didn't read the last book? You were so burnt out on The Last Apprentice? Gotcha. So neither one of us knows how it ends. Hmm. Go. I was so tempted to give my husband one of his Christmas presents last night. He's not here now, so I can talk about it. He is perpetually cold, and he was he's developed this habit now of it. He used to wear his robe, but I don't know if his robe is just too thin for him now. And he's like he needs something a little bit warmer. But he's taken to wearing these fleece blankets like ponchos. So I actually bought him a fleece poncho that goes down to like past the knees or whatever. And he looked so cold yesterday when we were hanging out and uh, doing our things downstairs next to each other. He looked so cold, and so I was like, oh, I should just pop it out and just give it to him now. But no, no, I waited. I, I held back on it. Okay, I'm gonna mark this so that it's a little bit more known that that's the last row of that page. Cool, 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 cool. So, and then the rest of it's Star Wars t-shirts. So he's a Star Wars t-shirt. He's very easy to buy for. Just Star Wars t-shirts really is all I do for the most part. Thermal underwear. Yeah, he doesn't like the feel of that. And so he wants more loose kind of fitting stuff, and he likes to be able to take it on, put it on, take it off kind of thing. So the first book in the Cousins' War is The White Queen, about King Henry VIII's grandparents. The series is told from the women's point of view. Nice. Flannel pajamas. Pajamagram. Ah, you know what? I was actually looking for that for my mom too. They were great until they were washed. They shrank 2 sizes even when you follow the instructions on the tag. Thank you. Good to know. They were pricey too. Yeah, I was actually looking at that for my mom because she likes to wear like thermal. She wears all the thermal. She's cold easily too. So, but that's good to know. Good to know. You know, since I'm sneezing and stuff, it's probably time to clean the filter in the furnace. I have to remember to do that today. We got one of those man, what do they call those? It's the filter the furnace filter is it's a permanent filter. So it's like a metal filter. And if you know it, help me out please. It was it's basically like you just take it out and rinse it down and wipe it down and whatnot, and then you put it back in. Um, it's it's really nice not having to replace the actual, like, you'd have reusable filters, or not reusable, but um, like, replaceable filters, disposable filters. And this house picks up so much hair, as you can imagine. With all the puppies. They probably would have been fine if they weren't put in the dryer, like the tag says. Ah, they were super warm, though. Nice. My go-to for warm clothing is LL Beam. Nice. I love LL Beam and Land's End. Absolutely. They are worth every penny. Oh, I need to go to Bean at some point and get a good pair of boots, or shoes or something, because they do have good stuff there. I had a dream that I could not find a good pair of shoes, which is true. I have to have wide shoes. My right foot is a little larger than my left foot as far as width, and they tend to stretch my shoes too much unless I get wide shoes. So, but it can be hard to get wide shoes in, like wide boots, and have them fit just right. Using to make a trip to the Bean every couple of years and just shop your hearts out. I need to do that too at some point here. Ooh, thanks for sharing the DMC site. When you mouse over, it gives finishing suggestions. So tempting. I'm also fixating on the stitchable cork. Who knew that existed? I didn't know that existed. That is cool. Been watching Curiosity Inc. on YouTube this week. The gentleman continues to clean out the hoarder's hopes in hopes of finding items for his antique shop. In last night's video, he found a 100-ounce silver bar under a mattress. Holy crap! How much is that worth? You love your LL Bean coat. I've got a few of those. If I would just stop growing, getting bigger, everything would fit properly. 2020 needs to be the year that I focus back on myself. I won't have as much I won't have nearly as much stress from the business, I hope. Knock on wood. So, oops. I'll go down and stitch this one. There we go. So I should be able to focus back on me, which will be amazing. All right. Because health-wise, I got to take care of myself a lot better than I do. I'm going to stitch over and see what this looks like. Just tuck it in good. Push those little things down. And, oh, just about lost it. Ack. I have an HVAC metal filter. They're amazing. I also have them in my house, and I also have them in my intake vents. Yeah, I can't. There's a name for it, and so it's they called it a certain name. I wanted to say it was like stereotactic or something like that, but it's not. That's a chemistry term, I think. Yeah, they're really nice. And when I remember when we got, I forgot if it was like I think it was a new furnace or something. Or at some point, the guy came out and he was like, "Do you want to just do this filter? It costs more up front, but then after a couple of years, it's basically paid for itself." And I'm like, "Yeah." All right. Okay. Roughly stitching this or marking this off, roughly. Oh. You can adopt a tree to be planted in Colorado to replace the ones burned down in the wildfires. Oh, that's cool. One of your followers on Instagram just shared the site. Nice. We need trees. Colorado has trees in the mountains, but really not a lot of trees everywhere else. They put a tag on it saying who donated what tree. A forester. Noise. I'll have to look for that. Oh, jeez. Do 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 do. Bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. You shall be banned. Does Ella Bean have really warm slippers? Yes, they do. Go shopping for them now. Awesome. A friend moved to Colorado about 18 months ago, and when he visited Indiana last year, he told me he had forgotten the variety of plants that grow in Indiana. Yeah, there's not a lot of variety of stuff in Colorado. It's dry, and it's not, you know, it's not like that. Where in Indiana are you from? Um, I was born in Bloomington. I still have family in Bloomington. Rooted Future is their Instagram name. Nice. East Central. Nice. Ah, okay. So like east of Indianapolis? Very cool. I miss the rolling hills of Indiana a bit. But every time I go home or go home, I mean, home is Colorado, but every time I go to come back to Georgia, I mean, at Pine Tree Central there, it's pretty awesome. All right, then we're going to mark the next row here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. Ball State University is also where Bob Ross is from. Nice. Nice. Go. Here we go. Here we go. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, thanks, Shaney. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, now that I finally started back up again on it, but I have definitely gotten I probably more stitching done in December than I got done during all of like probably about June through September or so. And that's just in the first 2-3 weeks. It's a lot getting done. It's because I feel like stitching again, which is great. Yeah, what's everybody working on? Nanette's working on a stitching book club piece. We're reading the 1843 A Christmas Carol, an amazing pattern to go with it. Ah, we read that. Yeah, cool. Oh, that's nice. We love A Christmas Carol, especially the older versions of it. But yeah, what's everybody stitching on today? What we got going? Lily Belly's working on 2 cats. Oh, Val's working on it too. Nice. Very cool. Do I need this? I need that. There we go. Nice. Okay, so that square part is done. And now we're going to go over here. Aha. And get a little bit of this stitched in. Let's see. Deciding whether to work on my Daisy Girl or my Home Sweet Home piece. Nice. Working on my Sweetheart Cottage MC by Haid. Reached 55% done. Nice. Does MC mean max color? That is awesome. That's got to be a work of art. Whoa. Let's see here. I'm going to stitch this one and try to incorporate the old color there. Ish. Ah, snag. Come on, Jews. Come on, Jews. I'll say. Okay, can I pull it? Yeah, pull it through there. Trim off the little excess that's right there. All right, we'll fix that up as we go. Now we can get this done here. Nice. Max color. Working on the Landon Randon 100 blocks freebie. What is Landon Randon? I don't know that one. Right now working on a piece called A Teacher's Heart. Not sure what I will switch to later on. Need to figure out my WIPGO goals for 2021. Absolutely. I bought one other pattern the other day that is 3, which is enough for me now. One of the colors, though, for this pattern I bought was 3885, which no longer exists. I've contacted the shop and she said she will try and find a close match. Anyone know of this? I think it's a light blue. 3885. I don't remember doing that one. The Commodore by Martha Dollig from Haight. I'm doing all the 310 first. Whoa, 120,000 stitches just of black. Did you get a cone? That is a lot of black. Well, but when you get that done, so if you, once you get the, hey Aaron, once you get the 310 done, how much of the pattern will be done at that point? That reminds me of me wanting to do signing the Constitution, which I really want to do at some point. So I was talking with Ronnie Rowe the other day, and because we talk periodically, because he's a cool dude. And he was saying that he thought for me over time that I would likely switch to stitching just my own pieces as time went by. And I was like, I don't think so. I mean, for me, like I fell in love with all these cross stitch pieces and I really want to do, I don't want it to be just all about, I don't know, because my channel has always been about like experiencing a ton of different kinds of cross stitch and especially full coverage and seeing what's out there. I think that for me, while I will stitch on my designs, I will not stop stitching on the things that I think are beautiful and that I really want to do because I just love cross stitch, period. Period. I love it. I can't not do it. Ooh, I should mark in. At least this color, at least this line is correct. I have a stash of anchor. You're doing anchor, okay. Over a third will be done. It's, oh wow, 303,750 stitches. Dang. Wow. How many whips did everyone finish this year? I finished 17 old whips and started and finished 9 more. Not a bad year. That's pretty awesome year. I would say that might be the most productive year in terms of finishes of anybody that I know of. That's quite a lot of finishes. My sweetheart cottage is 23 by 29 inches, completed 228,110 out of 412 850 stitches, but doing 10 stitches so you can finish it. It's still going to be gorgeous. It's still going to be gorgeous. That's awesome. You finished 2 whips this year. I think I finished 1 whip and I started and finished another. And yeah, I think that was my year. Sad. It's so sad. Maybe there's one other one in there. I really have to go back and watch last year's end of year video to just double check what I did with everything. Accountability. I'm not really accountable. I mean, I'm not really accountable. I'm not about accountability, but accountability is more about counting stitches, I think. And I certainly didn't do the goal for Old World Map 2 this year, but we'll get there. Every whip finished is like an angel gets its wings, kind of that kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, like a cross stitch angel gets its wings, so to speak. But I believe that 2021 will be a big year for me for finishing some of my cross stitch. Like I think I can have a half a dozen finishes of pretty large projects next year. I'll be so-called lined up for that. So-called. You finished 4 Joan Elliots this year, and then you found Hade and haven't finished a thing since. Exactly. Exactly. That's awesome. Oh, that's kind of messed up a little bit. There we go. Ish. There we go. Getting to the top. Go. Back up here. Landon Randon is a Facebook group. Posts a couple of 31 by 31 blocks weekly, I think. A little late in the game. You can stitch the blocks whatever way you want. Some are doing all 100 on one fabric. I saw one using like an Afghan square fabric. I'm doing mine in 4 25 block pieces to fit 12 by 12 frames. That's awesome. I have 4 big samplers going right now, and they're all half finished, so I'm trying to stitch on each one of them for 2 hours a day. That is helping a lot. That is awesome. You don't think you finished anything this year, come to think of it, other than one diamond painting and a ton of books. And you did knit a few washcloths at some point. Cool. 0 finished, but I did reach my goal on getting 50% done on at least 2 Hades. Nice! Sweetheart Cottage and your honeybee portrait. Yay! Yes, you did. Opportunity and the solar system. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I know, because like the year seems so long. You're like, well, what was I doing at the beginning of the year? It's so crazy. That's why I like having the videos for having the videos for the whole thing is really awesome. For the whole thing. For the videos on my channel, it helps me to definitely, what's the word I'm looking for? Keep track of my progress, I guess. And so keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So we're going to start here. We're going to stitch. I'm going to mark that. And we're going to just do that just so I know that that's the... There we go. All right, time to move it up the last little bit, and then I will be for sure knowing where I'm at on the top of this page. Good, good, good. There we go. Hot diggity dog. That's a big thing for me, is getting back up here and knowing where I'm at. Let's see, let's line it up just right. Perfection. So we're gonna, this hoop's gonna stay here for a while. So that I can work on this part of the page. Very nice. That's a big deal for this project. So, and the nice thing is that when I get down to the bottom, I'll have so much of that bottom page stitched. That'll be good. Hot diggity dog. All right, let's mark this page. Oh, and then I'm going to have to switch colors because I don't have very much left of this one color to do up here, up around hell. Good gracious. The beginning of the year was 3 years ago? Yeah, right? Can't believe we finally got here. It feels like December really like once we got to December, like December really went fast. I don't think I have looked forward to a year like I am looking forward to 2021 in a very, very long time. There's a lot of things that should come to fruition this year. So, Nanette, my goal is to be like you, to be able to stitch so many hours every day. That is my goal. That's a life goal right there. All right, we'll come back down here. I don't have any more Ys in this area to do. Ys, 646, I should say, to do in that area. So I'm going to come back and work on this part. December is just vanishing for you because you got sick, fighting asthmatic bronchitis, sleeping through the month. You believe you're over bronchitis, but now fighting what possibly is a lupus flare. Ugh, dang. Gosh, this year's been really weird. One minute it felt like forever, but now it's near the end of December. Yeah, it did feel like Purple Sharon's back. Yeah, there was long stretches there where it felt like nothing was happening, spring and summer wise. Sharon, what are you stitching on right now? Are you still doing that freeform stitching? That is pretty amazing, by the way. Jelly downstairs. Yeah, we usually completely ignore New Year's as a holiday, but this year we will be celebrating with great joy and enthusiasm. Same thing in our house too. It's pretty cool. Hi, honey. Did you find it?
Yep, it's got the paper.
Awesome. Cool. Don't use it all. I gotta use some of it. All right. There we go. Haid today. Royce. Usually celebrate by watching the Twilight Zone marathon. That's cool. Here we go. Stitch this across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what we'll do to celebrate the end of the year, but
Tearing up carpet.
Tearing up carpet, that's right. That's what we're doing. In anticipation for a new floor coming in after New Year's, which is a huge improvement for our room downstairs with the dogs, considering how bad a few of them are at being house trained. And so it's going to be awesome. It's going to be beautiful and awesome. Harryhausen movie themed. You seen Harryhausen? Stop motion animation?
No, that is.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's stop motion clay monsters. Giant stop motion clay monsters. You're going to have to look it up.
Yeah. Look that up.
Yeah. Oops, sorry guys. Talking to the hubby. Actually, I usually my New Year's Eve go to is at World's End, the Simon Pegg movie, and that seems appropriate for this year. uh, there's so it usually ends up being a Simon Pegg. Like we'll do that one, and then we might do like Shaun of the Dead. Um, that always feels like a good New Year's Eve movie-thon for us. Sinbad, Clash of the Titans, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Oh, okay. I get you. When your son was about 10, he had a bunch of kids in his class talking about watching the ball drop on New Year's Eve and was desperate to watch it too. We all stayed up. Husband and I fell asleep on the couch and son woke us up at 11:55 to see it. When it dropped, my son looked at us and said with great disgust, "That's it?" He's never done it since and completely gets why we don't bother with New Year's. Yeah, right? Like you're expecting this big thing. Not so much. Topher is excited to go outside and he's telling everybody. Yeah, we don't really do New Year's. We're usually trying to get to bed and then at midnight, we get woken up again by the fireworks and stuff that go off. Mysterious. Hey, Allie. Mysterious island had giant monster chickens, apparently. Well, that's interesting. Groundhog Day, the movie, would be great for this year to watch. Oh, Groundhog Day is so good. Oh, man. Groundhog Day is so good. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever good stuff. I actually watched a fair bit of football yesterday, which I'll probably watch it today again, too. I just feel like watching some sports all of a sudden. Attempt to return to normalcy, perhaps. I don't know. Let's see here. And this. And then this. There we go. Hot diggity dog diggity. Okay, so this is clearly going to be an issue. All right, let me show you where we're at here. And this is just going to take some investigatory work on my part. But 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the next row here. I'm going to need to get the right colors to do this correctly. And then, actually, that's the page. Oi. Okay. So that's the page line. Okay, so if you guys can see, so there's the page line. And then I had said that I had done this whole thing up here, but clearly I have not. So now one of the things I like is I can just highlight the color and then it showed, or not, highlight the color and then it shows you up here like all the stuff you have to fill in. That's a lot of 535. And so that is the next color to go to, clearly. So I'm going to have to kind of go across. I'll probably go across as well as come down with this color. But I got to figure out exactly where I'm at up here. And then frog it, maybe. I'm not sure how to go about that, but we'll figure it out. Man, my stomach just grumbled. Sound like an alien inside my stomach. I like that, Belly. This year when they drop the ball, they should drop the ball and let it smash in the middle of empty Times Square. Good riddance 2020. Yeah. Pegasus didn't sign up for this, you jerk. Oh, that's funny. I'm glad that January 1st falls on a Friday. I don't have to work the next day. There you go. Journey to the Center of the Earth is one with the giant crabs. I remember that. No, they've closed Times Square for for New Year's. So yeah, that would be cool. Hey, Lucy. The yeah, it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts. Just want to get to 2021. Okay, so do I have any 535 up here ready to roll? Or even, yeah, 535 is going to be the way to go. So let me look at what I have. See if I have that ready to go. Nope, 317. Ah, there's some 535. I need to bobbinate that baby. Brilliant. So, yeah. Yeah, we're just going to stitch in this area. Let me put this back on the thing. This will be the big hurdle in getting this done. Probably still be a prisoner in 2021 unless they find a vaccine that works for the rest of us with health issues. Yeah, well, there's so many vaccines that are coming out now. Hopefully, it'll be on the way. You know, I mean, there's the two big ones that are out now, Moderna and the Pfizer, and yeah, the two currently don't play well with immunosuppressive meds. There's so many more coming out. And if they can go back into the vaccine structure and determine what, well, that's still going to take months. If they can gene edit the vaccine so that it doesn't react with the meds, but that, yeah, that's going to take a while. That's going to take a while. Rebecca, what's up? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with this, where I will start here-ish and work my way up. Ish. Is that right? Okay, that's 140. Okay, Jules, you can do this. You can do this. All right, I'm probably going to have to write on here what number we are across so that I can make sure that I don't mess this up. So this is 50, 150. So I'm going to put a 5 right here. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 60. No, that's 40. Gosh, doodly darned it. 64. Okay. Then, oh, maybe I will be okay. Watch, you watch. I'll come down here and be like, oh yeah, I actually did everything correctly. I probably did. I probably went back and fixed it and forgot that I had fixed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think I did fix it. Because then that is 30. Yeah, okay. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, the math. Math! Counting. Counting is hard. Okay. Counting is hard. Okay. I mean, clearly I just need to get the stitches in. They'll help me visualize this a lot better. There's the top. There's the top. So, let's start here. I'm going to stitch across and fill in 2 squares. We'll make it feel more solid, make it seem, make the visualization of where I'm at better. If you grow a third arm, wait, where am I? I missed so much stuff. I'll let you know if I glow in the dark or grow a third arm. Just think, if you do grow a third arm, what amazing things you can do, and your stitching would be amazing. That'd be amazing. I will let that first million people get it first, then this asthma girl will get it, the vaccine. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get it when I'm eligible, probably in like February, March to get it. Can't you frog the pattern keeper stitches you have marked that you didn't actually stitch to make it easier? So the problem is that I started this pattern on a physical printed pattern, and I got it many years ago. And what happened is that the page breaks are different on the physical pattern than they are now for the digital pattern. So I stitch by page. So where this is stitched, this is the page from the physical pattern, but it doesn't match up with the page break for the pattern keeper. So that's what I ran into trouble with when I just started where I thought pattern keeper would start, and I'm off by a certain number of rows. I'm not 100% sure exactly where that is, but I'm stitching from the bottom of this row to know for sure that pattern keeper is where it's supposed to be. So that's my problem. And when I get up there and I know exactly where I'm at, then I'll fix pattern keepers so that it's good going forward. Ish. Ish. French knots are not your friend. I don't know if they're anybody's friend. I think they should re-release the second Avengers movie in the theaters this next summer. Because if we're at a point where we can start getting out with people again, I think it would be a great, because it's so crazy how it matches up with, how everything changed for everybody. And, it's so weird how that kind of mirrors what happened in Avengers. And we can say Thanos is the coronavirus. And so I would go see it again in the theater, full show, not at 3 o'clock in the morning like I did that one time, but French knots were designed to break stitchers. So what you're saying is it's a French plot to destroy the ambitions of cross stitchers. It's a secret French plot. Wah, ah, ah, ah. Or somebody created it and just blamed it on the French. Once you do about 200, they may still not be your friend, but you are competent. Oh, Lord. I'll never get there. I did French knots on, like, maybe the second project I ever did. I remember doing French knots on a little pattern, and I don't think I've done them since. The only pattern I have bought in the last like 3 or 4 years that deliberately I bought knowing that the stitching would be difficult was that honeybee, not honeybee portrait, but the beekeeper, the little beekeeper man and woman pattern that I have that I still haven't done anything with, but I'll get there. I will get there. Backstitching. Ugh. Watching videos on how to do French knots looks so easy until you go to actually do them. Right? The backstitching. Ugh. Backstitching is not terrible. I mean, it is something that, like, once you get going with it, you can get a lot done in I think, a somewhat small period of time. But I don't like backstitching either. No, 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 no. Competent is a lofty goal for me. I'd settle for merely adequate French knots at this point. Nice. Snaggerific. There we go. Pink. Pink. Binky has been tucked in bed. Quite a while. But that's okay. If she wants to just hang out in bed, she can totally do that. It's a bed kind of day. I get you. I get you. Jan Hicks has a good video recently on colonial knots instead of French knots. Nice. If it's not PK compatible, I'm not interested. Yeah, I've definitely discovered that as well. Like, it's just, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I have besides Dachshund that I don't have the digital pattern for. I'm not sure. That'll be part of the whole organizing everything for the end of your video. Oh man. There we go. So much 535. I have 4,000 stitches left with this particular color. Do this over here. That's a fair bit, but not the worst thing in the world. Oh yeah, the other thing is on Christmas Day is we're excited to watch Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. I think we have the HBO thing. If not, we'll get it for just Wonder Woman. But excited to watch it. That'll probably be a Christmas morning kind of a thing. I've been slowly making progress on Ninetail, but Instagram has been super glitchy and won't let me post pics. Christmas would probably be The Bishop's Wife. It happened on 5th Avenue, Miracle on 34th Street. Nice. You know, I do Christmas Eve, I always do It's a Wonderful Life. And then It's a Wonderful Life. Usually what we'll do is we'll do It's a Wonderful Life and then Polar Express and fall asleep at some point during those movies. And we always do Christmas, that's when we open our Christmas gifts, is on Christmas Eve. Last night we were watching old 70s commercials, and they were obviously from like New Jersey or New York or something. There were a lot of commercials for like off-Broadway plays and stuff, but the old commercials were pretty funny. Very nostalgic. Oh, because it was a recording of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but they kept the commercials in. So it was like a showing from the 70s, and that was pretty cool. Shop around the corner in Bell Book and Candle. I don't know Bell Book and Candle. Christmas vacation. Oh, yeah. Wonderful Life is New Year's for you. Oh. Christmas Eve is Christmas Story and the musical Scrooge with Albert Finney. Nice. More and more of my PDF patterns are showing up as compatible with Pattern Keeper. Absolutely loving that I'm slowly getting, so slowly being able to get rid of your paper patterns. I know, isn't that nice? It's really cool to like be able to do that. It's so much easier on organization and such. So that's awesome. Having everything in one place. It's pretty sweet. Oh, sorry. I actually recently learned that the Hershey Kiss Bell commercial is the longest running ad on TV. It first aired in '88. What's the Hershey Kiss Bell commercial? Whoever's having problems on Instagram, go to your app, scroll down to Instagram and click on it, clear your cache and memory. It will get your post button back. Well, good to know. They have a wonky update. Well, hello there, everlasting brushstrokes. Oh, the bells ring. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh, I didn't realize that was. Oh, that's cool. Bum 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 bum. The one with the red and green kisses playing in the shape of a Christmas tree, ringing out the music. Nice. Ah, thanks, everlasting. Yeah, I'm super excited. Four, five. I need to track down that other phone to see if I can't grab my progress on Old World Map 2. I need that. Hey, Charlene. Did I see you earlier? You're buffering. Every day you're buffering. Wait, that's not how it goes. Not typing much. My laptop is halfway across the table at arm's length, literally. All set up for stitching. Nice. About 10-15 minutes. Purple Sharon. Sharon is going to be having O to be Purple is having her stream. Yay! After mine again today. Yay! And I'll be working on a Hade piece today, sounds like. Heaven and Earth Designs, for folks that don't know when I keep saying the word Hade. I work out. You hear in your head, I work out? Nice. Nice. I always, whenever I hear some of those songs, I always think of the spoof songs from when I was a kid. Um, the We Wish You a Merry Christmas is, oh man, what is that song? Is it something like We Wish You Weren't Living With Us? So go home right now. Um, something like that. And then when I was a kid, we had all these, Christmas song spoofs. Oh man, what was it? Trying to think. What's the one about the bathroom? Twisted Christmas. There you go. Yeah, I had that when I was a kid. Oh my gosh, I I I burnt that thing out. What was the one about the bathroom? Which song? Which song was the Cthulhu Christmas songs? What is that? Every day I'm shuffling. Aw, that's awesome, Sharon. 12 Pains of Christmas. Nice. Oh, thanks for following Everlasting Brushstrokes. Appreciate it. Yeah, every year I exercise my brain and try to remember the alternate versions of as many Mad Magazine Christmas carols as you can. Nice. All you hear now is Cat Williams singing it in his older special. Oh man, what is the Oh, God rest ye merry gentlemen. It was the restroom door said gentlemen. All right, I'm gonna sing it because now I gotta sing it because let's see. The restroom door said gentlemen, so I just walked inside. I took 2 steps and realized I'd been taken for a ride. I heard high voices, turned and found the place was occupied by 2 nuns, 3 old ladies, and a nurse. What could be worse than 2 nuns, 3 old ladies, and a nurse? The restroom door said gentlemen, and I would like to find the crummy little creep who had the nerve to switch the signs. 'Cause I've got 2 black eyes and 1 high heel up my behind. Now I can sit with comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. Now I'll never sit with comfort and joy. What's the third verse? Restroom door said gentlemen. I don't remember the third verse. There was one more verse. Oh yeah, yeah. That was one of my favorite ones. Um, oh, I'm gonna have to sing that all this week. Oh man, good stuff. Good stuff. God rest ye poor small businessmen. Oh, I hadn't even heard of that one. That sounds very apropos. H.P. Lovecraft Solstice Carol album. Oh my goodness gracious. I will have to tell husband about that. Very cool. Very cool. Cool, cool, cool. Ah, that's awesome. trying to think of the other ones. God rest ye weary gentlemen, for soon we will be free. We remember we've not seen a man or kissed one tenderly. To save us from frustrations great, please treat us carefully. Ooh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Oh boy. Never heard of that one before. Oh, my grandma's favorite was Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. She thought that one was, she would laugh at that one all the time. My grandpa loved it too, back when I was a kid. Um, Grandma Got Run Over. Wait, how's it go? How's it go? What's the first line? Honey, we're singing Twisted Christmas carols in here. Um, let's see. How does it start? Silent monks sing hallelujah. I think I remember that one. Oh yeah, God rest ye merry gentlemen by the Bare Naked Ladies. Yeah, that was. I love that one. That's a really good one. It's kind of a bluegrass kind of get it kind of thing. Um, uh, how does it go? How does it go? Something about it. Something we. I forgot how it starts, but it's like Grandma. It'd been snowing Christmas evening, and we warned her not to go. But she just wouldn't listen, so she stumbled out the front door into the snow. No, there's a verse before that. But Grandma got run over by reindeers. When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had hoof prints on her shoulders and incriminating claws marks on her back. It's not the same without Grandma. Wait, no. Ah, I forget. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Oh, I'm gonna have to track that down. I think it was what? I forgot who the guy was. I can see his face, but I forget the guy who created that song. That's a classic. She been drinking too much eggnog. Oh man, my grandma loved that song though. She just thought that was so funny. You know it, Belle? Grandma got yeah. You may say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Nice. Nice. Oh, Christmas carols. The funny Christmas carols. Is that about um it's not the same without Grandma. All the family's dressed in black. And we just can't decide to open up our presents or send them back. Send them back. Something like that. Open up her presents or send them back. Send them back. But you just shouldn't listen to a man who drives a sleigh and plays with elves. Something like that. One year, you went into the living room, and my grandmother and my mother were putting up the tree and everything. I was 8 and supposed to be sleeping. They told me that Santa couldn't make it that year, so they were doing the things. You believe them. For another few years, my childhood friend and I set traps for Santa, never realizing he wasn't real. Aw. And your family thought you had figured it out. Your families thought you'd figured it out. You didn't figure it out for another 4 years. That's funny. When I was a kid, probably about the same age, maybe a little younger, we were up in Indiana with my mom's family, and that was usually who we spent Christmas with. And they had had a neighbor who actually got a Santa suit and came over to the house on Christmas Eve and actually got up on the roof, which isn't a big deal. It was a ranch. He got up on the roof and actually walked around a little bit at a certain time. And we heard bells and stuff. And then he got down off the roof and came around the front door and knocked on the front door and then came in. And we were still at an age where we believed in Santa. I think it was a lot easier to believe in Santa. I hope I'm not spoiling this for anybody. Believe in Santa at a like you could believe in Santa at an older age than nowadays, where it's very easy to get spoiled. And so, but it was pretty cool. We have pictures of that. It was one of my most fond Christmas memories. We had some pretty clever traps too. Nice. You still believe. There you go. Santa's story relates to the cookies. We never left cookies. We left bologna sandwiches and a bottle of Coke because we were told he got tired of cookies and liked to change every once in a while. Really, your dad worked the night shift and that was his snack when he got home every night. Nice. That's awesome. Hubby is wrapping presents, which means I will be wrapping presents later. We decorated the tree last night. All of our decorations are actually like in the storage unit. So we ended up buying like a new massively long light string to put up on the Christmas tree, and which was good because the other lights were getting kind of old. But last night we decorated the tree. Every year he always gets peanut M&Ms or various different kinds of M&Ms, and we put them on the tree to snack on the week of Christmas. So we did that last night, which was awesome. You're a Buddhist and believe in Santa. Anybody can believe in Santa. Do you guys ever watch Claus, the animated? I think it's a French animated movie. But it's Claus, Klaus. That's a really nice Christmas origin animation movie. I really like the animation in it. Ooh. Your Facebook feed had an idea for Santa's cookie offerings, elf donuts. If I had known when my son was small, we would have so done them. Oh, that's awesome. All right. So I think I'm pretty much sharing whenever you want to spin up the drive, so to speak. I'm ready to hand off. It's been a couple of hours of stitchy goodness. I've gotten 200 stitches done today. That is awesome. I'm very happy. And we'll get a lot more done on this project as well. Super excited. If I had the money and it wasn't frowned upon, I would totally break into people's houses and leave presents for everyone, right? You make them with Cheerios. Nice. When you and your brother were younger, we used to take our stockings into our rooms and go through everything. Did that for a few years. We would put everything back in the stockings. My mom found out the next year and the years following, everything in the stockings were wrapped. That put an end to it. Nice. If you ever figure out a way to do it, let me know and I'll do it with you. I love being Santa as often as I can, right? Sweet. All right, guys, we are moving this party over to Sharon's stream. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sharon. And by this video this week, we're going to see a lot more progress on this area. And but yeah, so if you guys want to continue on with the fun cross-stitch talk and the Christmas talk, hop on over to Miss Sharon's stream. Let me pull up my Twitch here. And if I won't talk to you guys before Christmas, so have a Merry Christmas. I hope that you guys have a good rest of your week, and know that I will see you. If you want to join the stream, we'll be streaming on Friday night. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure when, because it really depends on like when we get home from our Christmas shrimp boil thing. So, but it'll probably be sometime in the evening. Thank you so much, everybody. Val and Rebecca and Sky Fox and Cars and everybody. Thank you guys so much. Let's continue to stitch today and make good progress on our pieces. And I'm going to hopefully get this cart done, that middle cart done this time. Very cool. All right, Sharon's stream is up. I'm going to be hopping over there, and everybody take care, be safe, take care of each other, and happy stitching. Bye, guys.